Hi folks, so have you ever wanted to be the heroes of your favorite book, movie, or even video game, but be able to make the choices you want to make? That's what you can do in tabletop role-playing games. Maybe you've seen the new D&D movie and are interested in trying out a game, or you just want to try out a new hobby. So today I'm going to go over the basics of tabletop role-playing games, what they are, how to play, what you need, how to pick a system, and how to find a group. I love TTRPGs. It combines my love of theater and storytelling and has strengthened existing friendships and brought new friends into my life. There are a lot of reasons why you might want to try TTRPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, but I know when you're first starting out, it can be a bit intimidating not knowing some basics or even where to start. So that's what this video is for. First, what is a tabletop role-playing game? It combines the elements of improvisational theater, storytelling, and gaming. Ultimately, role-playing comes down to imagining a story with a group of people. Usually, the players take on a role of a character within this imagined world, known as player characters or PCs, and the game master, GM, or dungeon master, DM, takes on the roles of everyone and everything else. Non-player characters or NPCs, along with the monsters, environment, and story. The GM usually leads the game, controlling all of the behind-the-scenes stuff, and the players describe how their characters interact with the world. All tabletop role-playing games have rules. They will vary depending on the system, but these rules provide the mechanic and framework for how characters do things and dictate the results of their actions. In short, it's collaborative storytelling. You are all playing characters in a story, and you use the rules of the system to figure out how successful you are at your adventures. So, how do you play? While each system is going to be different with the details, almost all our tabletop RPGs have the same basic approach when it comes to how to play. The GM creates an adventure or conflict, and then the players say what their characters do. If there's a difficult task or the task has any degree of success, the GM will call for a check. What ability and how this check is done varies by the system. You may roll a dice, pull cards, draw runes, and then add modifiers on your character sheet to determine how well you did on that check. Then the GM will narrate the outcome. This is a collaborative game, so you work with the other players at the table. There's not a main character, it's a group effort. What do you need? You don't need a lot. You need the rules and things like dice, cards, and pencil and paper. And of course, a group of people to play with. More on how to find a group later, as well as somewhere to play. A big thanks to all of our patrons, especially Arvi. If you want to support our channel and pick up some cool perks like monthly maps and early videos, you can head on over to patreon.com/rollforinitiative and become a patron today. So how do you pick a system and the rules? This might already be decided if you're joining an existing group, or the person putting your game together may have already picked out a system. But if you're trying to decide what game to join or what game your group will play, I'd start first with figuring out what genre do you want to play. High fantasy with dragons, elves, and castles, modern fantasy, our world with magic, sci-fi, spaceships and robots, cyberpunk, western, noir. There are games that will support just about any genre and many that are generic rule systems that fit any world. From there, pick a system that fits that genre of game you want to play. Many systems have free start guides you can find online. These let you try out the system before investing in the full rulebook with expanded rules and options. And then when it comes to the actual game, the adventures, you can do a homebrew world where the world and adventures are all created by your table. Or you can run a module where it provides the world and adventures. Or a combination. You can have a homebrew world and use modules for individual adventures, or use an established world and create your own adventure. There are a lot of different systems out there. D&D may be the most widely known, but depending on the game you want to play, there may be others that are a better fit. Here are some of our reviews and guides to various systems. So how do you find a group? Now, you may be lucky and have a group of friends who are all interested in playing, and voila, you have your group. But possibly more likely, you may find only one or two friends interested in playing, or you may be looking for an entire group because it's just you. In those cases, there are a few places to look. First, try your local gaming store. Often they have nights for playing RPGs, and you can find a group there. Or they may have a board you can post and find other people looking to game. If you don't have a local gaming store, try your library. Many have tabletop role-playing game events. Alternatively, you can look online. There are a number of different apps and sites you can search for groups either in your area or a group to play with virtually. Some virtual tabletop sites have forums for finding groups. Once you know the system, you have your group, you're ready to play. Now, the one thing I haven't covered yet is what role are you going to take? Will you be the GM, the game master, or the player? This is something you'll want to consider probably early on as you're figuring out your group, as in most systems, there's only one GM. So if you're new to tabletop role-playing games, most often I will suggest starting out as a player. This is because the GM can be a lot more work. Plus, the GM generally needs to be have a better grasp of the rules and how the system works to guide the adventure. But if you really love world building, creating storylines, learning mechanics, and playing multiple characters, give GMing a try. You can also switch GMs, play a few sessions in one game, one system, with one person running it. Then once that adventure is over, another person can take over. Maybe you play in the same world or use that as an opportunity to try something different. At the heart of tabletop role-playing games is fun. Everyone has different things they find fun, so something's not working for you, but you like the idea of being the hero of your own story, I encourage you to keep trying. Maybe it's the system, the character you're playing, or even the group. TTRPGs are such a great escape, hobby, and even opportunity to learn and grow. There's space for everyone in this hobby, and I really do think that you should give it a try. So if you are new to tabletop role-playing games, I hope this video has given you a head start to jump in. We've got a couple of other videos I think new players will find helpful, including one that goes over a bunch of common TTRPG terms. I'll put a link to that up here and in the description down below. And if you are an experienced player, do you have any advice for people who are just trying out, helping them find the game for them, or just kind of general role-playing and playing advice? Leave those in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Roll for Initiative. Bye! One video down. That was a shorter video than I expected.